UFC 291. We're going to do 3 fights. First fight, Tony Ferguson versus Bobby Lee. Bobby Green.
Bobby Lee's
Bobby Green.
Bro, if Bobby Lee fought, that'd be kind of
fight.
sick. Yeah, if Tony Ferguson fought Bobby Lee.
Bobby Green.
Yes.
Sorry, Bobby Green. Second fight, Jan. You can say his name.
Jan Blakovic.
Versus Alex Porier.
Blakovic.
Yeah.
Blakovic.
That's what I'm sticking with.
Alex
Porier.
Panera Bread.
Alex Porier.
Okay. And then we have the main event, which is Justin Gaethje versus Dustin Porier. Okay. So we'll start with Bobby Green versus Tony
Bobby
Ferguson.
Hill versus
Damn it, Bobby.
Dang it, Bobby. Versus Tony Ferguson.
I think overall Tony is a better fighter across the board, and he has more experience fighting the higher level guys. I think they're both older gentlemen, right? How old is Bobby Green? I believe he's up there. Just Tony Ferguson's old too, so they're both like in their late 30s, I believe. He's looking it up. But yeah, I believe they're both in their late 30s. I give the jiu-jitsu advantage to Tony Ferguson. I feel like the hands of Bobby Lee.
No, I'm sorry. How did y'all hit him?
Bobby Green. Sorry.
Bobby Lee.
I'm sorry.
For sure, Bobby Lee. Squared up.
I feel like I'm sorry, Bobby. I'm sorry, bro. I've been watching too much like podcast shit. I'm sorry. Bobby Green, I feel like your hands are probably better than Tony's when it comes to just boxing.
His boxing is really good.
Yeah, his boxing, I would give them boxing advantage. But I think the Muay Thai advantage goes to Tony. I think Tony's just a crazier fighter, and I think it's going to be a great fight. I think Tony Ferguson wins by submission in the second round. We'll go with Darce choke.
Ooh. By Darce. Okay.
We're total.
Yeah.
We're total.
Tony Ferguson versus Bobby Green. This is definitely like a UFC Legends fight. A lot of respect for these guys. I've been watching them for like most of my life. You know what I mean? Especially Tony Ferguson. And he's a Tim Planet guy too, so, got to show love out there. So I'm going to be biased, both of them coming off of a loss. I think, Bobby Green's coming off of a no contest. I'm going to give the edge to Tony Ferguson. I think overall, just more well-rounded. His grappling's really good, very scrambly, and just unpredictable. I feel like that's his best strength. It's just doing what you would not expect when you wouldn't expect it. And that's why everybody loves Tony. You know what I mean? Not a soul would complain about a Tony fight. You know what I mean? He's always showing up and showing out. So you got to respect him, man, for sure. And Bobby Green's definitely going to be throwing down as well. But I'm gonna give it I think Tony will get it done. Hopefully these guys will be retiring soon, get some rest.
I definitely think this is like they're definitely both of their backs are against the wall here. They're probably getting close to being cut, both of them. So they have both of them have to go for it. You know what I mean? And I think it's gonna be a great fight of the night. Calling it right now.
Fight of the night. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. I think it'll be some old school UFC. Feel some love, warm in your heart. You know what I mean? Just being like, yeah, these are the guys. I know these guys. Yeah, be something like that.
Yeah. I don't think I could really say anything you guys haven't said. I think Ferguson as well is going to take it. I think he's going to use his grappling, but. Do you think he's gonna fight after this? I think this might be his last fight.
It might be.
I don't know. I don't know. Just
at least me in the UFC, maybe.
Yeah.
If he loses, he'll retire
For sure.
If he loses, he will retire. If he wins, he won't.
For sure.
That's my prediction.
Yeah. I think he'll use his grappling and ultimately get him in the end. Cook the beans a little bit and get him with the grappling.
Tony Ferguson, 10P guy. Obviously fucks with him for that, but I think the screws are a little loose, man. I think Bobby Green, he was pissed off because he didn't get his for that like no contest or whatever it was. He didn't get like his win money and all. At the press conference, it was like 14 seconds. He was like, Give me my money.
Did you ask me a question about my feelings before?
I did.
You know how, fuck it, we're gonna let some feelings out today. Fuck this, and fuck this. And then after when I busted his ass, wow, then he was fucked up. He was still straight. And they want to try to slide me on my money. That's what I'm mad about. I need my money, bro. I need my money.
Yo.
Yeah. So I think he's coming for his money. I think he wants that.
He wants that
Yeah.
50K.
I'm calling a freaking first round knockout Bobby Green.
Yo, I like it.
He's coming in hot. I think Tony Ferguson's just father time's caught up with him, you know?
Jan versus Panera Bread.
Mm-hmm. Poland versus Brazil, etc. Thoughts?
I think Alex Pereira is really good striker. His grappling is getting better. Fighting Yondo is going to be different. And I think the way that Jan beat Izzy is going to be a similar game plan for him to beat Pereira. I think Pereira does train with Glover Teixeira. Yeah, and obviously Glover's really good.
Mm-hmm. Get the insider information. They fought before.
Oh, yeah. They definitely know what to expect for sure. But, like, this will be his first fight at 205.
And it's against Jan.
And it's against Jan. And that's Jan was a former champion. I feel like Pereira, he probably knows it's going to be a grappling match. But I just think Jan's grappling is like really underrated, and I think he's just gonna out-grapple him. I don't know if he's gonna finish him, but I think he'll definitely end up, winning most of the rounds. So unanimous decision, Jan. I think Jan's smart enough not to strike with Pereira, knowing that's what Pereira does, is that his best weapon. I have a little story. I went to Poland to visit my brother and his family out there. My brother lives in Poland, and I trained at the local gym. I was a brown belt at the time, and I came in there, and it was they were training no-gi jiu-jitsu, and I was training with them, and man, they were super tough, really, really strong, really good cardio. Technically, they were maybe not as technical, but just such great athletes, and they're so tough, and they're so like that Polish power thing was it's real, and I think it's. Once they decide they want to grapple, it's going to be hard to stop. So I do see them having a good fight, but I think Jan's just going to win by unanimous decision based off just grappling, just taking them down over and over and over again. So
it's always, I feel like, hard to call a fight where both the guys have a lot of power. You know what I mean? Both these guys are knockout artists, so it's one of those coin flip kind of things, you know what I mean? So I think when those kind of situations arise where it's that even as far as like knockouts go, you just got to look at the other things. And Jan has an advantage on a lot of those other things as far as like just being the bigger guy, being used to fighting at 205 far more, being used to be fighting in the UFC more, used to MMA more well-rounded as far as grappling goes, has beaten Izzy like decisively using grappling before. So even if he is going against like a good striker, he still knows how to mix it up to get it, to get the win, regardless. I'm gonna have to give it to Jan. I think he gets it done. I'm maybe a TKO or a submission, I think. Probably TKO.
What round?
Round 2.
I think ultimately Alex will get the decision.
Ooh.
I don't know. I feel like
at 205.
Yeah, I feel like it'll go the distance.
Okay.
I think coming off that last fight, Alex, he's kind of hesitant, and dude's a grappler. He's gonna be worried about his grappling, so he's gonna try and keep distance. I think dude's gonna be worried about Alex's striking. I don't know, man. I think it'll go the distance. Ultimately, Alex will get it. He'll get more strikes. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Think Alex wins by volume.
Yeah.
Word.
I'm going to have to go with my man Louie here.
Oh.
I think Porier is also going to win. I think he's not having to cut as much weight. I think that's going to only help him. I think
I think we'll see him better.
Yeah, I
You
agree.
know, man.
I think we're going to see him better, and I think Porier didn't look too bad in the grappling exchanges. Like very little that we've seen him. Like he looked like he could hold his own.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to give him the slight edge.
I think, dude, grappling at a higher weight is going to be different, though. That's my thing.
Yeah, no, he's going to have his hands full with this. I definitely think, and this is a tough first fight. At
Absolutely,
205.
they're not giving him an easy one.
No, he's stepping right in, going right, at the top, basically. I think if he wins this, he could potentially be in line for a title shot.
Yeah,
maybe.
I think the Ankalaev fight would have been worse for him, though.
Yes.
You think so?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think his
Because
gas
his grappling's even beyond that.
Yes.
How do you think his gas tank's gonna be?
I think better.
Better at two.
Yeah. And this is a 3-rounder. He's going off of his last 2 were 5-rounders, so it's like
And a big
Yeah, I don't think gas tank will be an issue. For him,
Yeah.
honest. I feel like it's gonna be a fucking slobber knocker.
he's got a scary left hand. He's got some scary, he's just a scary dude. So I think it also goes the distance potentially, but I think Porier's gonna edge it out.
And last but not least, the main event of the evening. You got Dustin Porier versus Justin Gaethje. Ooh, crazy fight. Insane.
I want to ask, do you guys think the winner gets a title shot?
Yes, they should.
Man, that division's so crazy.
Yeah,
That division's stacked, man.
This fight is insane.
Okay, so Gaethje was winning their first fight before he got knocked out, and I think, not saying it was a fluke because you can't say that, but because obviously Dustin's really really good, but I feel like Gaethje he's all in every fight at this point.
Yeah,
because he knows his next loss he's just gonna quit and retire. So I think
he's going wild.
I think Dustin is in that same category. I think we're starting to see a lot of the older guys. They're gonna start throwing in the towel. They're gonna start retiring. We saw that with Amanda. We're gonna keep seeing it over and over again for probably the rest of this year. I think just based off their last fight, I think it'll go pretty similar. I think Gaethje will be doing really really good, and I think just the style wise of I know Dustin likes to box a lot, and Gaethje likes to throw a lot of low kicks, and low kicks tend to do really good against boxers. So I'm going to give it to Gaethje. I don't think he's going to get knocked out this time. And I think he's going to probably actually win, probably by decision again. He's learned how to not go crazy. And he's his last fight was, super calculated, and it was a great fight. It was, who did he, Fiziev, yeah. And I mean, dude, Fiziev's a great.
He brought out the wrestling on him too.
Yeah, dude.
Gaethje was looking like a menace, bro.
Gaethje
was looking like a dog.
Yeah, and just watching that fight, I mean, Dustin's really, really good, and Dustin's amazing. I just think stylistically wise, it's going to be better matchup for Gaethje, and I think Gaethje will win a decision.
Man, this is an insane fight. I'm also gonna agree. I see Gaethje winning it. I think especially how he looked in that last win against Fiziev. He looked insane. He was just on it completely. Could not have did better. I think if he fights like that, where he's especially integrating the wrestling too and fighting a little bit more strategically, I think he walks through Porier. To be honest, I think he's going to do an amazing job. If he starts getting crazy, starts getting wild, who knows? It's going to be a bloodbath. It depends if he's just going for war or if he's trying to really win. You know what I mean? That's what I think is going to be the real tell. I think Dustin's going to fight the same regardless. I think, but yeah, I'm definitely leaning towards Justin for sure.
Justin.
Gaethje.
Okay.
I know it's tough because it's Dustin and Justin.
Yeah, I got to go with my Denver homie, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Respect.
Give it to Gaethje. I think
not Louisiana Popeyes, baby.
I fuck with Louie.
He makes the hot sauce. He makes hot sauce.
Yeah.
Remember, he has his own hot sauce.
I haven't tried it yet.
Yeah.
Have you
You
tried
didn't
it?
know that?
Nah.
Yeah. Remember, he gave it to Connor.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Connor was
bet
like,
it's
it's
fire.
delicious. Then he was like,
Your wife's in my DMs.
Your wife is in me DMs. Hey, baby. Hit me back on my chat later on.
You think she was or no?
No.
Nah.
He's just
I
talking
got
No one
shit.
cares
it
about
was a bot. It was a fake account. It had like 1 follower.
Scam. Yeah, exactly. It was a scam.
But yeah, I think Gaethje will take it. I think it'll go the distance. Like went back to the drawing board and fixed all the bugs from their last fight, and we'll be able to take it the distance. And hopefully he throws in some of that wrestling, man. That'd be nice. But like you said, we never know which Gaethje's going to show up.
True.
But ultimately, I think he will take it the distance and get the decision.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you. I think I'm going Louisiana. Justin's been talking a lot about he's only here for a couple more fights, and this is a tough fight to go with.
Absolutely.
So I think in Dustin, he's just coming off of those wins. I think he's just got that dog in him. And he's gonna if this fight ends up being kind of like the last one, I think his dog just ends up beating Justin's. You know what I mean? So I would say a similar kind of outcome. I'd say maybe like a 3rd or 4th round TKO for Dustin.
Nice.
Overall, I think it's going to be a great card. Hope
Hell
you guys
yeah.
enjoy it. Let us know what your picks are, if you agree or disagree with us. And if we win you some money, then, our Venmo is down below. Or
We'll
something.
send you our Cash App by a carrier pigeon.
Yes.
Just let me use your EBT card, bro. That's it.
Yeah, bro.
Hey, I mean, if it works, it works.
Yeah, we already know the hats look good. We already know y'all want them, so
They
Find
exist in the Matrix. You can find them. Louie.
Hey yo, dog, if you're cold out here in Colorado, we got the cold wintertime beanie. You know what I'm saying right there?
Snuggled up.
For the cops, a lot of cops trained, dog. We got the 5-0 hat. You know what I'm saying?
Officer.
Shout out to the police. Pride Month, dog. We got the tie-dye, you
We
know
out
what I'm
here,
saying,
dog.
For the dads, you know what I mean? For Pride Month dads, you know what I mean?
Both
and-
fathers, you feel me?
Oh yeah, dog. And if you're into, I don't know if you remember Blade, dog. We got the Blade Techno hat, cocksucker.
We out here.
We out
Blood
here.
shower type beat. Cold, cop,
And
pride.
Riz.
blood.
Make sure to do the other 4 things: like, subscribe, comment, share.
In that order.
In that order.
Or if you don't like it, dislike the video.
Dislike it
You
too.
can dislike it too.
Yeah,
man.
to be
You can
honest,
talk shit. in the
if you
comments
hate
want.
Johnny Cameron's predictions, dislike the video. I know you like mine.
So thumbs up for Onyx, dislike for me.
I'm a jiu-jitsu guy. I have no clue what I'm talking about sometimes during these picks. I'll be honest.
Full transparency here. Over at Rolling Jiu-Jitsu.
I'm a grappler.
That's it from us. We'll see you next time.
Believe in yourself or don't.